Hey, hi! We're back. We're doing some Yumatuki. Today I kind of wanted to just chill because I just woke up. And we still have to make more progress on the Expedition Completionist badge. So I guess we start with the daily, start with the weekly, move over into the free expeditions. I think that said that was Mansion, was the weekly? Yeah. It shouldn't take too long. Oh my god, the little gnome. I still need to do the Onaira Kamara worlds with the gnome. I've seen the Pareko video where they go through all of the cool stuff, all of the areas, the gnomes, the arcade games. I want to do that on my own time because that sounds hilarious. Right, here's Ursagerai. Usugurai? I can never tell what this actually means. Surely it says in the wiki. Dim, got it. But yeah, I've been chilling. It's been relatively uneventful for me. I've been doing class. I've been marginally overworked, but that's just because I put off work until the last minute, and then I. Okay, maybe you could tell this from my upload schedule sometimes. I'm a chronic procrastinator. So if I ever accidentally back myself into a corner, that's why. Because I constantly put off work that I could be doing. Oh, Cement World. Oh. Oh, Concrete World. So this leads to Concrete World and Cement World and Stone Plinth Garden. Cool. And there's Vo. Awesome. Every once in a while I look over in chat and see the goofy ass conversations, and it makes me realize that in 5-10 years, this series and a lot of other series on YouTube, for that matter, I'm not special in this regard, but a lot of series that are on YouTube are going to be some very interesting time capsules. Because something that I've realized a lot about the internet, and it's part of the reason why I've wanted to do that PopCap archival project, whether that be an encyclopedia or like a video essay or whatever the hell I decided to do with it. The main thing that spurred me on to do that was the realization that the internet that used to exist when I was a kid just does not exist anymore. Like, there's a line in the sand between people who have, like, nostalgia for the 80s and 90s and can still, like, go listen to the radio or listen to vinyl, or there's, like, games that have physical cartridges that they can go and play that gives them nostalgia. And then you pass over into the 2000s and it becomes, like, marginally more difficult. But there's still ways to access that stuff, and that's the reason why I've like striven so strongly to do this stuff, because it's right on that cusp before you get to the 2010s and everything just vanishes. It's so hard to get a bead on what the world was like in the 2010s without having lived in the 2010s. That cultural landmark is kind of just gone because so much of it was on the internet. And I mean, even for the 90s and 2000s, like, there's a lot of aspects of the 90s and 2000s that were purely digital and have more or less ceased to exist. They're still around if you know where to look, but if you don't, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to, like, 2 degrees of separation there. that not only do you need to know what to look for, you also need to know where to look. It's interesting. Oh, right, it's up, not down. Oh. Hang on. I don't know if this is gonna mess up the elevator or not. I would hope not. No, there we go. But that's also the reason why I've been going out of my way for the Fritz and Chester stuff, because, I mean, I have an amount of nostalgia for that series, particularly the second one, and I think the third one too. I actually don't remember if I've ever played the third one. Maybe it might have just been the first two. But I remember having some genuine fun with them, but it's also just, it's cool to be able to archive this stuff, and it's cool to be able to see, like, stuff that you can't just find online, because, you know, if I take something from the internet and pluck it off the internet, or I take something that's on the internet and pluck it off the internet, either way, it's now in a space that's a little bit easier to control its preservation. And for stuff like this, I feel like that's almost unanimously a good thing. Like, I'm going to record my playthrough of these Fritz and Chester games, and then I'm going to hold on to them, and they're going to, well, I hate to say it, they're probably just going to gather dust up there on the shelf, but they're going to gather dust in a place where I know where they are, and if anyone ever asks, I have a means to play them. If I ever, like, bring up this conversation topic with a relative and they go, like, oh, it's like, what are some games that you played growing up? I have a concrete answer for them. Not only do I have the memories, I have the game itself. And that is, it's genuinely such a good feeling to be able to put a name to your childhood memories. I think it's the same reason why a lot of people, a lot of streamers are so attached to, like, Pajama Sam and the Humongous Entertainment and, like, that sort of era of edutainment games, is because a lot of them played those games growing up. And I mean, it's like Santa Claus, right? If everyone stops believing that if everyone stops believing and, like, thinking about that they played it as a kid, it's almost as if it never existed. But there's a whole, like, philosophical debate there about what qualifies as when something stops existing. Is it when it leaves the public mind, or is it, like, it still existed even if no one ever knew about it? But I do not know enough about philosophy, and I am not pretentious enough to argue those points. I'm not going to spend an hour and a half arguing that if a tree falls in the woods, it doesn't make a sound. Personally, I would say it still does make a sound, but that's just me. Purple. Oh, Christ alive. Did I just walk all the way up for no reason? I think I did. Yeah, shoot, I totally did. Whatever, we can go through chaotic buildings. Or, alternatively, we could go to, Planetarium. I don't know. Let's do chaotic buildings first. Oh, wait, is it just gonna direct me back? It is gonna direct me back. Cool. Yeah, we gotta go back the way we came. Okay. No probalo. Oh, right, that's why this confused me. It's because it drops you off in deserted pier for a small portion of this. But at the end of the day, you're still in deserted town. It's just like a little, it's a little like Vista segment. Right, there was some secret sauce to that area. I think you need to like chainsaw one of the cones, and one of the cones is alive, and you can slip past. It was something like that, or maybe you can like use Wolf to push one of them out. Wolf or like Twin Tails to push one of them out of the way. Ooh, wait. Actually, I haven't seen this. I've never actually gone. I don't think I've ever gone through this section the other way. I've always just gone back to front, all the way up to either chaotic buildings or up through abandoned apartments in the planetarium. Oh, wait a second. These are both one-way paths, aren't they? I need to go an entirely. I think I need to go an entirely different route for this. Because the end path is to Mansion. So Arc de Pillar. Oh yeah. So it's Dream Apartments, Forest Pier, up into Arc de Pillar World. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, it's so interesting to think that these little videos will be a window into what the world was like in 5-10 years. Because unfortunately, our main social infrastructure is run by a bunch of tech companies that don't really care about preservation. So odds are, in 5 or 10 years, a lot of stuff that's on like Twitter, even like the ones that are a bit more sensible, like Tumblr, or like maybe even a lot of the blog sites. A lot of them are just going to be gone, and Discord as well. I'm not convinced that Discord is going to last the better part of 5 years. I'd love to be proven wrong, but ending up in the hands of a big public company is usually a bad sign for a company like that. And the internet, by its very nature, the internet loves to replace things with other things and not really care about the infrastructure. And those companies will pop up every now and again. But the thing that was kind of like almost a little disheartening was I read up about Habbo Hotel. I mean, kind of a interesting comparison with Yumatuki. Now, if you've never heard of Habbo Hotel, it was a very weird microcosm of internet culture. So Habbo Hotel was a online social platform that was billed as like one big hotel where anyone could stay and organize their room and go and talk to other people from other parts of the country or other parts of the world even by visiting different hotels. And for a while, it was like, it was the thing. Habbo Hotel was very, very popular for a short amount of time. And in that time, people loved it. But its popularity started to wane more and more and more over time. And the thing that was kind of disheartening wasn't the fact that Habbo Hotel, like, stopped being popular. Like, okay, whatever. It's something popular on the internet. There's very few things that last longer than 5 years. That's just the way that the internet works. Honestly, the thing that made me sad was reading what happened after, and how Habbo still exists. That's honestly the most disheartening thing to me, is that it's not just that the company, like that big tech company, that big tech service, no longer exists. It does exist, and that's the unfortunate part. Like, its corpse is still being paraded around while the company that owns it is trying desperately to make it stay relevant, and it just doesn't work. Like, they got in on, I just saw, like, a list of them getting in on almost every big, like, fintech craze in the hopes of bringing people back to Habbo. Like, they introduced a system that was, well, as you might be able to guess, from fintech babble, cryptocurrency, and then NFTs, and then I'm pretty sure they also attempted to do, like, metaverse stuff when that was popular, and every single time it just didn't work. There was this, like, trying and failing to keep up with the times, and it was really depressing to read about. And it makes me kind of concerned for a lot of the like current big tech things. More specifically, Discord. Like, there will reach a point where Discord is just gonna stop being popular because whatever other thing. When that day comes, I hope they're either good with their preservation or they give the red flag to their users in time that they should archive their stuff. Because otherwise we're going to lose a lot of internet culture more or less overnight when they shutter their servers. I mean, people have like talked about this on and off. Like, there's efforts like Stop Killing Games, and also like I hear people constantly around the internet talking about how bad of an idea it is to Coffee Cup World is the best way to do this. Yeah, I guess I'll just go the way that the game tells me to, because I think it's Wooden Block World to Chicken World to Lemon World to Totem Hotel to Coffee Cup World, Coffee Cup World to, I think, Mole Mine? There's a lot of connections from there. But yeah, I am sounding like a little bit of a doomer here, and that's unfortunate. But I mean, hey, it's important. Don't trust big companies with archiving your data, because they will leap at the opportunity to use less storage space. Keep that stuff in your own storage devices. I'm not saying withdraw all the money from your bank and put it in your under your mattress or anything, but I still think it's important. Okay, so where the hell am I supposed to go here? I kinda can't stand this area. Jigsaw Junction. Blue and reddish pink. Oh, there it is. This one right here. And then, oh, I got a new badge. Stained Glass Cosmo. Oh my god, this place is huge. Okay, I need to see this, because did that say photorealistic areas? Photorealism in Maya Derriga. I was not expecting that. Okay, that's a good shot. That's a really good picture. Oh. Well, this is Stained Glass Cosmo. Oh yeah, this is definitely one of their older areas. Wine cellar, tarnished ship, mole mine. Ugh. Goose eggs all around. I kind of hate. I'm not a fan of any of those areas. So where is? Oh, it's his first yellow. So it should be right over here. Oh wow! What the heck? Cool. And these are just photos. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh my god, like this park. Ah, let me go in the park. Let me go like by the side of the beach. This is a really pretty view. Oh wait, there was a path from Rock World. This would probably gonna be faster. Yeah, that's what I thought, because it's Rock World, the theater world. And then to Hat World. Dang it. Every time I tab out, I have to click to tab back in. Oh shoot. Wait. Wait. View the cutscene in blood-soaked pathways once. That I have not done. Why do you do this, 21 Keb? Okay, what's the actual area here? Check disk, bacteria, okay. Because my end goal is checkered postal path. So what is the recommended? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, no, I was going the right way. Lemon, Totem, Everblue City, checkered postal path. Got it. This time, the Totem Hotel steered me right. But I've got some interesting ideas for some videos coming up. I think I might actually do the Guppy's Tale video. So, to give a little bit of backstory to people who have not been around for a while, and I don't blame you because my channel at that point was not really worth watching. A very long time ago, I promised the idea of doing a edited video about an item in the Binding of Isaac called Guppy's Tale, which is kind of notorious for being not necessarily bad, but very inconsistent. There's a lot of situations where it will just trap you in a web of golden chests that require keys that you no longer have the keys to unlock. like on paper, it's a really interesting item to talk about because everyone has different opinions on how it works and whether it's good or not. And I feel like it'd be interesting to use my Python skills or either Python skills or Lua skills, depending on what exactly I need. And I think it would be interesting to give some like rigorous insight into it. Because there is technically stuff on the wiki that talks about it, but you know. I have a vested interest in being skeptical about these things. So I kind of want to try and like prove it through brute force. Like using with it's the equivalent of like a Monte Carlo simulation where I'm just going to over and over and over and over and over again, I'm just gonna redo the same simulation of clearing a room, see what drops, clear a room, see what drops, over and over and over for however many iterations, count the number of each pickup, and then like apply some additional rules on top of that. And the end result should be that I can tell how many pickups on average of each type you'll end up getting. And then from there I can tweak the values, I can add in Guppy's tail, I can add in a bunch of other items that have like similar properties of like screwing with the pickups. And we'll see what happens. I'm excited for it. Because based on the testing I did, I ended up doing this somewhat recently, just to like see if it would work, and I had some very interesting findings. Some very, very interesting findings, and it goes against a lot of what I was expecting the game to do. So it'll be interesting to like prove it rigorously. That was Valentine World, right? This is Hand Up. And then Christmas World is up here, right on the top? Nope, Bug Maze. One of these on the fingertips leads to Christmas World. There you are. And then Sherbert Snowfield. Obtain the Terra Bozu. Oh, yeah, I can totally do this. Terra Bozu and enter Dream Park Central section at least once. I should just be able to go straight up to find the peony. Lit tile path. Okay, I thought this was, I thought that was a Yume Wasamio world for a second. Okay, really. Let's go a different route, actually. I think if I go through Mushroom World, that would also be fun. And while I'm here, I need to sample the dope music. I still really do need to play, Yume Graffiti at some point. Maybe that'll be a fun surprise at one point. Just out of nowhere without telling a soul. Instead of doing Yumatuki one day, I just do that instead. Oh god, it is on Yume Wasamio's path. Was this a... This is a new connection, I think. I don't think I remember this one. Ooh, this place is nice. It also gives me an excuse to not go over to Lit Tile Path and, oh, what the heck is the name of it? The green area with the MIDI music. Cherry Blossom Fields? Something like that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop here because we're coming right up on 30 minutes, and it would take like an extra 5 minutes to make it through all of Yumo Asamio's stuff because obstacle course is in there. So I think I'm good, frankly. We can just do that next time, or the next time there's a Yumo Asamio expedition. But for now, that's all I got. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.